In April, I climb Machu Picchu. I have heard the stories, laser-cut stones. No mortar. Earthquake-proof walls. Some say aliens built it. Others say the Incas mastered the impossible. Before I touch the mountain, I'm digging into the truth. There is no sign of a gradual evolution at Machu Picchu. It doesn't begin as a prototype or a rough attempt. It appears in history fully formed, already a masterpiece. High in the Andes, where clouds skim the stone, the site challenges explanation. How did its builders haul tons of granite to a ridge so inaccessible that even modern equipment struggles to reach it? No roads, no wheels, no pack animals capable of carrying such weight. Yet the stones arrived, shaped, polished, and fitted with a precision that still defies our expectations. Machu Picchu doesn't just sit on the mountain. It becomes the mountain. A construction so advanced, so deliberate, that it forces us to ask whether we're seeing the end of a long, lost tradition, or the sudden appearance of knowledge far ahead of its time. At its heart stands the Temple of the Sun, made with granite carved with uncanny precision. Stones fitted so tightly that no blade can slip between them. No mortar. No misalignment. Only perfection. Aligned to the solstice sunrise and perched on a razor-thin ridge, it raises a provocative question. Was this mastery purely human, or knowledge inherited from somewhere else? Inca legends speak of Viracocha's children, beings of light who emerged from the mountains to teach humanity the foundations of civilization. Gods, or something more enigmatic. On the solstice, a single beam of sunlight pierces the temple with mathematical accuracy. A ritual, a message, a cosmic handshake with those who came before, or beyond. Nearby stands another riddle, the Intihuatana, the hitching post of the sun. A monolith whose shadow nearly vanishes on the equinox, as if the stone itself drinks the light. Archaeologists call it a solar calendar. Ancient astronaut theorists call it something far bolder, a device synchronized with the heavens. Dawn creeps over the Andes, and the first light of the solstice slips through 3 ancient windows, carved with a precision that defies explanation. For centuries, this chamber has been celebrated as the Inca birthplace of the sun. But some believe its origins reach far beyond the earth itself. They point to the stonework, blocks shaped with impossible accuracy, fitted so tightly that even a razor blade cannot pass between them. No mortar, no metal tools, no written plans. Yet the structure stands perfectly aligned to the heavens, as if engineered with knowledge far ahead of its time. They ask, how did a civilization without the wheel carve granite like butter, and lift multi-ton stones onto a mountain ridge accessible only by narrow trails? And then there is the light. On the morning of the June solstice, the sun rises exactly through the central window, a cosmic spotlight illuminating the chamber with mathematical precision. To some, this is not coincidence. It is calibration, a message, a design meant to interact with the sky. The temple's 3 windows echo an ancient legend, a place where the first ancestors emerged from a sacred cave. But to alien theory believers, the symbolism hints at something else, a gateway, a beacon, a point of contact between the Inca and beings who came from above. Why build such a structure here, on a razor-thin ridge between 2 fault lines? Why carve stones with techniques we still struggle to replicate? Why align the windows to the solstice sunrise with such flawless accuracy? To those who see extraterrestrial fingerprints in ancient architecture, the answer is simple. The Incas were not alone. Whether you believe the theory or not, one thing is undeniable. The Temple of the 3 Windows continues to challenge our understanding of what ancient people were capable of, and what forces may have shaped their world. The sacred plaza of Machu Picchu is the spiritual and architectural heart of Machu Picchu. Nestled between the Temple of the 3 Windows and the principal temple, it was likely a ceremonial space reserved for elite rituals and astronomical observations. What makes this plaza extraordinary is the stonework, colossal granite blocks, some weighing over 20 tons, carved with uncanny precision. These stones are fitted so tightly that even a blade of grass cannot slip between them. Their multi-angled cuts and seamless joints defy conventional explanation, appearing almost machine-made, despite being crafted over 500 years ago without iron tools or mortar. The Incas achieved this using a technique called ashlar masonry, shaping softer stones with harder ones and using sand and water for abrasion. The effort required was monumental, suggesting not just technical mastery but a deep spiritual reverence for the site. The trapezoidal niches and windows aligned with celestial events, reinforcing the plaza's role as a sacred observatory. For many visitors standing before the precision-cut stones of the Andes, one question rises almost immediately. How did the Incas do this? According to this line of thinking, the Incas faced a technological paradox. Yet their toolkit contained no iron chisels, no steel saws. If granite is harder than copper, if bronze deforms, then surely something is missing. Some unknown technique. It's a compelling narrative, simple, intuitive, and dramatic. The fault line paradox. Machu Picchu sits between two major seismic faults. To a modern engineer, that's a terrible place to build a city. Yet the Inca built a city that has survived 600+ years of earthquakes with minimal damage. Alien theorists jump on this contradiction. Why would a pre-industrial society choose such a dangerous location unless they had advanced knowledge? When the Spanish chroniclers reached these mountains in the 1500s, they recorded something unsettling. The Incas, masters of an empire stretching thousands of kilometers, spoke with reverence about builders older than themselves. A vanished people who knew the stones. A race said to have shaped the mountains with techniques the Incas admired but could not reproduce. To Ancient Astronaut theorists, this is not myth. It is memory. They imagine a forgotten culture perched on these ridges long before the rise of Cusco. A people armed with knowledge that feels out of place in the ancient world. Knowledge of the stars, of seismic forces, of stonework so exact it defies the chisel. And perhaps, they argue, this knowledge did not originate on Earth. In this telling, Machu Picchu becomes a palimpsest, a masterpiece built in layers. The oldest stones, with their impossible joints and multi-angled cuts, belong to the lost civilization. The Incas, arriving centuries later, expanded the sanctuary, adding terraces, temples, and plazas while preserving the mysterious core they believed had been left by the ancients.
I've now presented the theories, the claims of advanced knowledge, impossible engineering, and alleged alien influence at Machu Picchu. These are the ideas that fuel the Ancient Astronaut conversation. In April, when I'm finally on the mountain myself, I'll examine the evidence firsthand. I'll see what holds up and what doesn't survive direct scrutiny. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to follow the investigation as it unfolds, make sure you follow AndrewsBlastThroughTime.